Fire season indeed, even with temperatures not necessarily spiking anytime soon, which is definitely good news. Things have still very much so dried out. Yesterday, we held on to some cloud cover at the coast. Views like this from the East Bay Hills stayed at least partly cloudy looking down into the bay, whereas the further inland you went, it was sunnier and definitely warm once you got up into those 80s. Temperatures this morning are fairly cool and comfortable. Did see another round of thunderstorms yesterday up in the Sierra Nevada, although not quite as widespread as what we had on Sunday afternoon. You could see as yesterday that thunderstorm activity began to develop up there, and we still have some unsettled weather for the mountains as we move into today. High pressure ridge is sitting to the south of us. Now this high pressure ridge is obviously adjacent to the region enough to keep us dry, but will retreat a bit further eastward, and towards the weekend, this low will scoot in with it some cooler air from the Gulf of Alaska. That actually means that towards the weekend itself, temperatures are going to be a bit below average for this time of year. So from our seasonable weather we've been having lately to some actually even cooler weather just around the corner in a mere matter of days. 60s for your highs in the city today, 50s and 60s at the coast. Staying kind of gray at the coastline today. That condensed marine layer is going to stay in place out there. Temps elsewhere in the bay mostly 70s to a few 80s. San Jose, you'll land at 75 today. Dublin at 73, Union City and Fremont in the low 70s, while 60s from Castro Valley through Richmond. Concord, a warm 78, while Pittsburgh up to Vacaville, on over into parts of the North Bay, hanging out in the low 80s. Looking ahead at our next 7 days, today through Thursday, a pretty steady holding pattern. Mostly 60s to 70s with a few 80s in the mix. Towards Friday and into the weekend, actually cooling down a little further with highs really maxing out only in the 70s.